I mean, we are at the Ocala International Airport.
We are.
Right?
Keep your sunglasses on inside.
Well, that's because I probably look tired and we're at the airport, so because I have my aviators, it just makes sense. I'm kind of like wondering, and I get this question all the time about why is it called the Ocala International Airport? Please explain, because we do not have commercial flights yet.
We don't have commercial flights yet. We used to have commercial flights.
Oh, so we're like grandfathered in.
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. We also used to have customs service out here. So for a short time, U.S. Customs was based out of the Ocala Airport, and they could clear airplanes coming in from overseas. And unfortunately, that service ended in 2004, but the city council had high hopes of restarting it, so they never changed the
See,
name.
someone has some vision. I like that. I always heard it was because we have spices that come through the airport, and this is where they get picked up, and so this is an exchange location. And so that's why it's called the International Airport.
It was a foreign trade zone, and not just spice companies, but like fire truck manufacturers and so many other different manufacturing entities were utilizing the customs in the trade zone. And not to mention the pilots that were flying in from, say, the Bahamas or Mexico or Canada. They were coming in and having to clear customs.
For all of you that don't know, Ocala is actually like the center of the state, so you can get anywhere very quickly, right?
Very quickly.
So we're kind of a hub. Just recently, we are crossing a benchmark of our population expanding so much that we're going to get a lot more attraction in Ocala. Everybody wants to know, why can't I fly into Ocala unless I have a private jet? Which I'm just saying, where's the goods at here? I mean, this is okay, but feeling kind of special here. If it's not commercial yet, is that coming?
So nobody's knocking on the door to start commercial service yet. Like an airline isn't on the doorstep yet. Could we accommodate it tomorrow? Yes. From an operational perspective, we could accommodate an airline tomorrow. We don't necessarily have the terminal facilities or the vehicle parking to
But that all comes with it, right?
It would all come with it, yes. But from operationally speaking, safety, security, fire trucks,
Ocala's got it.
The runway length, the strength of the runway, all of that, Ocala has it.
So aside from not having a private jet, and you can't, land here necessarily unless you do, where are the people coming from?
All over the place.
Like, name the top three. Top three. I'm going to put you on a point here. Where are they coming from?
So the Villages actually has a lot of people coming.
How far is the Villages from here?
Are we driving or flying?
Right. Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 40 minutes.
What state are they coming from to Ocala? Are we getting a lot of
Midwest?
Midwest. Go Midwest. I'm from the Midwest.
Right? Yeah.
I do work with a lot of Midwest. Ohio, Illinois. Those are like the two. Michigan, so Midwest.
So those are the villagers, right?
Okay.
But I mean, we've got a really strong equestrian population here. So you're seeing them from upstate New York and Kentucky, California. There's some areas in Texas where we see a lot of people coming and going.
Are they buying real estate?
Only if they're going through you.
That's right. Exactly. Well, with the World Equestrian Center, obviously that's helped a lot, right?
It's helped way beyond our expectations.
Okay.
When the World Equestrian Center opened up, we knew there would be a bump in traffic. It coincided with the opening of our airport terminal right around the same time frame. It was the terminal opened up 2 months after the official opening of WEC, call it WEC. Our fuel sales went through the roof. The traffic.
Is it cheaper? Is the fuel cheaper here? Is that really the secret?
It's relative.
It's relative. Okay.
Fuel is relative. Yes.
It's the service.
The margin doesn't change.
It's the service. They come for you.
Shelter Aviation is an amazing FBO, and they provide excellent service. But the aircraft changed. The number of aircraft changed, the type of individual changed. It's a lot more equestrian traffic. Out of my office, seeing Gulfstreams coming in with equestrians walking off of their aircraft with their riding gear already on, the helmet underneath their arm. They walk right into the car. They drive 5 miles. It's literally 5.1 miles from this terminal to the World Equestrian Center. They go there, they show, they jump, they compete. At the end of the day or the next day, they come back here, they get on the airplane, and they go to their permanent home.
I love it.
A lot of them are actually
they're going to be second homes.
They are relocating here, and a lot of them are working some hangar details out with 𝐷𝐷 Aviation.
Well, I wore my 𝐷𝐷 red today.
Did. Yes, you did.
For this, because you got to go with what the theme is for the day, right? And I thought, well, 𝐷𝐷 red. We're here. Who's the most famous person that's flown into the airport? We've had a lot of past presidents, current presidents.
Campaigning people, people running for office, rock stars, actors, actresses, directors, financial managers.
But can you name drop what was the coolest one?
Warren Buffett was really exciting.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Warren Buffett
he was in Ocala.
He was in Ocala.
Does he want to buy real estate?
Yeah, he has a share in Dillard's, and we all joked. We thought maybe he needed a pair of shoes. He landed here.
I do shop at the local Dillard's. Yes.
He was here he was here for maybe a couple of hours.
Oh, really?
And then he left. Yeah, I'm sitting in the terminal. I was catching up with my staff, and this very proud man walks through the terminal right towards me and goes out to his airplane. It was like, that was. Yeah, it
That's
sure
awesome.
Was. Yeah.
I love it. And actually, you've had lots of different events at 𝐷𝐷 as well. I mean, other than it being an amazing airport, what have you actually hosted here?
There's been quite a few nonprofit events for charity, raising money for different organizations and benefits.
You had the Trump rally here.
The Trump rally was here, and whether you're on the left side of the bird or the right side of the bird, it really doesn't matter. We're all equal opportunity capitalists at the airport.
Absolutely.
We'll sell you fuel no matter who you vote for.
That's right.
So, but that was really exciting because it had such publicity for us, and all the news wires were taking photos. And so I'll get a Google alert saying the Ocala International Airport was mentioned in an article in Arizona. I'm like, what? And they look it up. They look it up, and they're talking about former President Trump doing something somewhere, and they use a Getty image photo of him giving a speech at the Ocala International Airport.
Love
and the
it.
bots pick that up, and they let me know. So we continue to get PR from that event.
Well, I think it's because it's such a cute airport. You've got all the jockeys lined up.
Oh, yeah.
What's the story with the jockey statues? The greeters, I call them.
The greeters, yeah. So the jockeys are about that tall, right? 4 feet tall, and each one is representative of one of the local thoroughbred farms. So they provide the jockeys. They're in the correct painted silks for that particular thoroughbred farm, and they literally jockey for position. They try and put them as close to the entrance as possible.
There's the welcome committee.
Is coming. Yeah.
That is so unique. That makes us different for sure. Also, you have a restaurant on site. I don't think people understand. I mean, what used to be Ocala, it really isn't anymore. We've got this amazing airport, which I always think looks like a Vermont barn style, but I could be totally wrong. But it's a cool concept. It looks like kind of like a barn, but it has an aircraft inside.
Yes, yeah. So our new terminal, high ceilings, a lot of exposed steel beams, a lot of open space, a lot of greenery, very modern.
Yes.
With a lot of tenants, they're all their own individual entrances and exits in the building. It is the perfect quintessential general aviation terminal building. We love it. It's 2 years old. And
how'd you get the plane? How'd you get the plane in there? How'd you get the plane in there? Yes.
You flew it in.
You flew it in, right? It just kind of crashed at the Ocala Airport.
I mean, you saw the new Top Gun when he flew into the net at the end. That's
that
exactly
would
how
make
it
sense.
happened.
And then they went to the restaurant.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, Elevation 89 has been wonderful.
To get a cocktail, right?
Could. Yeah, you could.
Okay.
It's a scratch kitchen. Their food is amazing. It is dangerous, I will tell you that.
Well, probably working by
It's 400 feet from my office.
Yes.
It is terribly convenient.
And you've got a really great chef and
Chef Jeremy is
bar,
wonderful.
And you can watch the planes land and take off right from your seat. So kids enjoy it. You know, it's not slow Ocala. We have a beautiful airport, jets coming in all over the place. We've got this restaurant that's packed. Every time I come, it's packed. You can come for a nice dinner at night or
Yeah.
a quick lunch. I mean, I check my emails in there sometimes, admittedly. I just think that people don't understand what is in Ocala and what's to come. It all started really with the airport. You know, that's the first thing that people see when they fly in is the airport. So you have to have a grand
first impression.
Yeah, and your service is. I mean, you have some very seasoned employees.
We're-
Like I'm gonna name drop Cindy. If you haven't met Cindy, you gotta meet Cindy. She is like your mother, best friend, and concierge all in one. You land, she's gonna take care of you. I know that.
That is the best description of what they do there. Shelter overall, they're a concierge for the people flying in and out of the airport. They'll take care of your rental cars, your hotel accommodations, your catering order, fuel, maintenance. They know what's going on in town on the weekend that you're flying in. They are literally the concierge for a 5-star organization.
If you want to know something about Ocala, you go ask those ladies.
That's
They're going
right.
to tell you. When people fly in, they stay at a hotel. Where are they staying?
Wherever they can. I mean, wherever they can.
Okay.
The World Equestrian
WEC,
Center
that's beautiful. They got a
is.
hotel there.
Yep,
the
yep.
Hilton. There's lots of accommodations. Amazing Airbnbs if they want to stay at a farm, a house. We have all that here too. And if you love it so much, you can buy obviously land and build here or find a house or farm of your dreams. Speaking of being the horse capital of the world, I know for a fact we've had some very high profile people flying in just to go to Ocala breeder sales, which happens to be across the street. So you can land your jet, go bid on a horse.
Literally walk across the street.
Literally,
to it.
okay, confession time. I parked in your airport parking and walked over. It was so busy.
I'll allow it.
Okay. And wasn't the Sheik? Wasn't he here? I mean, that's a big deal. He was here for Ocala breeder sales. Flew in.
Buyers from the Middle East, buyers from South Korea, Japan has been very popular lately. Yes, yeah, a lot of international buyers coming through the breeder sales.
Well, the farm I just sold, we showed it several times to a lot of international interest.
Okay.
It ended up that a Florida resident ended up purchasing the farm, but I think that with all of the different people coming in, they're watching kind of what's happening. Really started with the airport and WEC, and we're actually a very logistics community as well. So
in the middle of the state, where the airport's 3 miles from I-75, downtown is 4 miles from I-75. Yeah, it's a logistics hub now, and people are starting to take notice of it.
I flew down to Miami from here, and I was like, we didn't even have time to go through a bottle of champagne and we were already there. It's that quick, it's that convenient, it's so awesome. Is there anything that someone should know, like about the airport, that maybe people don't know?
Well, the airport is actually much larger than you can actually see right now. It's 1,500 acres.
Wow, okay.
It is enormous. There's a large contingent of non-aviation property as well as aviation property.